This is a LEGO Mercedes G-Wagon, except it's not very colourful. See, my colleague Dan has spent the last 6 months meticulously sorting approximately 10 million LEGO pieces, which gave me an idea. What if we make it out of randomly coloured pieces I already have?
This looks incredible, and I've used a cookie for the logo on the front and a pizza for the one on the back.
So in this video, I'm going to let the unchecked power of access to near infinite LEGO go to my head and build some of the craziest LEGO creations known to man, including giving this treatment to one of the biggest, beigest sets of all time, making a set entirely transparent, making an already very colourful LEGO set in black and white, and making one out of real 24 karat gold.
Number 1. Wait, that kind of was number 1, which makes this number 2.
This is a LEGO brick, obviously, and this is a LEGO brick made out of LEGO bricks. It's really cool. So then I made it in black, grey, white, and just about every colour of the rainbow.
These are incredibly satisfying. I just really wish they stacked. Imagine building a LEGO set out of LEGO bricks made of LEGO bricks.
Number 3.
So let's take it further. Doing this isn't possible with every LEGO colour, because they don't make every piece in every colour. I would have really loved to make a gold brick, for instance, but only a handful of pieces actually come in gold. So what if we make our own, but out of real gold? I built a duplicate white brick as a starting point, then the plan is to gold leaf it.
So I'm here with Finley, who's doing work experience for the summer, and we're going to gold leaf our tongues. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's do this. How did it taste?
It tastes like metal.
Yeah, pretty horrible.
Anyway, first I coated the brick in a layer of special glue, then after letting it sit, carefully applied the gold leaf. I say carefully, I did it with all the grace of a caveman.
It looks pretty bad if I'm honest. Gold leafing is definitely a skill I lack. But how many people can say they have a real gold LEGO brick, even if it is all flaking off?
Number 4.
Okay, so we've made a black and white set very colourful, but can we make an already very colourful set black and white? This is the Uphouse, one of the most colourful LEGO sets of all time. It has pink, yellow, green, orange and blue walls, pink and yellow windows, and of course a multitude of multicoloured balloons. So let's drain all the colour out of it.
Just look at all the pieces lined up like this. It's mesmerising, but also kind of daunting. I already know this is going to be an absolute nightmare to build. Oh, and there is a random red piece, but that's going on the inside, so you won't see it.
And I wasn't wrong. This was incredibly confusing.
So this is very frustrating. I'm having to build it out of order, like I've not built the windows yet. I've already built the upstairs and the roof, but it is looking like the Uphouse.
I kept having to backtrack and refer to the original set, and it took about 2 hours, but how amazing is this?
Well, it's certainly unique. It looks like Edward Scissorhands should live here. Who knew taking all the colour and fun out of a LEGO set could somehow make it even cooler?
Side by side, they looked wild, and since I couldn't get the turquoise chicken weather vein in black, it's time to ask,
does it come with a LEGO frog?
Yes.
Okay, it's grown on me. I love it. This has got to be one of the coolest things anyone's ever done with LEGO.
Number 5.
Next, let's do a larger LEGO set in crazy colours, the Star Wars logo.
I really love this set. I want to keep the background black and just have the letters themselves in crazy colours. I think it's going to look so cool.
After many hours finding the exact pieces, I got to work and forgot to film it. Seriously, I had one job, but it's done, and it looks just as weird and wonderful as it did in my head.
I was worried that there wouldn't be enough contrast, but this turned out amazing.
Again, it looked very unique, especially beside the original set.
Number 6.
Earlier, we made a house entirely black and white, but can we now make one entirely out of transparent pieces? Like gold, transparent pieces are fairly uncommon, so this might be difficult. I first got a clear base plate, which honestly looks so weird and wrong, then started building a foundation out of 1x2 bricks. From here I built upwards, leaving a gap for the door, and using these larger clear panels as windows. I built a sloped roof, and although very limited by available pieces, incorporated clear green bottles as an attempt at decoration. Finally, I added a satellite dish and table and parasol in the front garden.
Granted, it's not amazing, but I did the best with what I had. But now I want to put a light underneath it to shine up through all the transparent colours.
And boy, this did not disappoint.
Okay, let's turn the iPad on, and whoa.
Number 7.
Let's stick with the glowing theme. See, some LEGO sets have glow-in-the-dark pieces, and I want to try this myself. I'm going to build the classic spaceman Mosaic, and then hide some glow-in-the-dark tiles to form hidden images. I built the first square in time-lapse, then grew hopelessly bored, so got the next one to build itself in a downward swipe, then the next one to build itself diagonally, and for the next one all I had to do was touch it. Join them all together and build a frame, and the mosaic was complete, minus the glow-in-the-dark parts. I removed tiles as required and swapped them for the glowing ones, and when the lights are on you can't tell a thing, but turn them out and... That's right, I hid constellations within the image, including Leo, Ursa Major, Orion, and Cassiopeia.
They're so bright and vivid, but you just can't see them at all when the lights are on.
Number 8.
Moving on to the Batmobile. Everyone knows that Batman only works in black, and sometimes very, very dark grey. But what if we go for very, very dark black?
I'm gonna paint this with the world's blackest paint.
I first primed it, and unsurprisingly it felt very, 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 very wrong to be painting Lego. I must ask for your forgiveness.
Batman definitely wouldn't ride this right now.
Then it was time for the black. I applied a liberal coat, using a smaller brush to get in all the nooks and crannies. It took about 3 coats in total, but what I want to know is how black actually is it?
It's quite black, especially when compared to the original, but you see all these videos online promising a void of nothingness, and there definitely is some discernible texture. I wouldn't say I'm underwhelmed, more just I'm sufficiently whelmed.
But what does Batman think?
I can't see anything, you painted over my eyes, you idiot.
Number 9.
This is a Lego minifigure, and this is a giant one made of Lego. The little one can even sit inside the big one's head to control him. But can we make it entirely one colour?
His face is a printed piece, so the only colour I can really use for this is yellow.
I started with his torso, swapping all the red pieces for yellow, although it was kind of confusing since a lot of his interior is multicoloured anyway. Next were his legs, and this is where it got really confusing.
His colour swap sets get really confusing because it's only certain colours I'm swapping. And then when I look at the instructions, I've got to remember which ones I'm swapping, which ones I'm not, and it means what I'm building doesn't always match the reference image colour-wise, so it's really hard to know where to place what, and basically it's just a confusing mess.
Join all the pieces together, and I realised I'd made a horrifying mistake.
It kind of looks like he's not wearing any clothes.
Side by side, his head looks a little weird, but other than that, and other than the obvious, it looks pretty cool.
Number 10.
This is one of the biggest Lego sets of all time, Tower Bridge. It's incredible. Wait, that says incredible. Oops. And I built it at Tower Bridge itself. Well, it's almost incredible. I have one tiny massive problem with it. Tower Bridge is clearly grey, so why is the Lego set beige? Regardless, that makes it the perfect contender for the final colour challenge.
This is it then, the big one. It took literally days to find and count and organise all the pieces. There are over 4,000 of them, and it's gonna be very, very colourful.
It's a really unique build already, essentially building everything in pairs simultaneously, including the towers, the walkways, and each half of the drawbridge. I then built the turrets, and put them in place, and lastly built the final bridge sections either side and their supports. Are you ready for this?
It is amazing. Piece for piece, it's identical to the original except for colour, but it's a vast improvement on the beige.
I would say it's my favourite of the video, but there have been so many cool ones I can't possibly choose, so comment yours.